Good afternoon and welcome to Silkeborg, Denmark. It's a very charming place we spent the last weekend. The newly upgraded city centre with its surrounding museums is a must-see for any visitor. Art is very much appreciated here with many galleries and also some beautiful street art to see when walking around these cozy streets downtown. There's also lots of room for sports here in Midwestern Jutland. We'll enter the Silkeborg Sports Center for the LGT World Women's Curling Championship 2019 for the 19th session. And our live game, Switzerland will play USA. My name is Sander Ulvåg, and I'm joined by curling expert Anne Swissell. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sander. This is going to be an exciting matchup here, Switzerland, USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge applause to Coach. Alternate, Zhang Li-Jun.
Let's meet the teams for Switzerland. At lead, Melanie Barbesat. At second, Esther Neuenschwander. Skip and throwing third stones for Switzerland, Silvana Tirinsoni. Throwing the fourth stones, Alina Petz.
And for Team USA, at lead, Monica Walker. At second, Taylor Anderson. Playing third and vice skip, Vicky Persinger. And skipping Team USA this afternoon is Sarah Anderson.
Let's take a look at the teams and how they stack up. Sweden with 10-1 there through Korea, through also Russia. So 3 more spots left to play for. Switzerland, China, USA, Japan, Canada, even Germany with a chance to make it in there. Scotland, Denmark, Finland and Latvia will not be able to find a spot in the playoffs this week, at least after my calculations. We'll see the other games this afternoon. Germany will take on Finland, China play Japan, also Russia to play Latvia. And getting to the business end of the week, these games becoming so important, almost like we're playing a final out there this afternoon. So for the acute observer, we see Jamie Sinclair on the bench.
Yeah, USA's skip, Jamie Sinclair, fell at the end of the last round robin game, their win over Scotland. It was a pretty hard fall. Jamie tried out in practice to get prepared to be on the ice. And unfortunately for Team USA, their skip is on the bench, and Sarah Anderson will take the reins for Team USA. It's a pretty difficult situation for USA. Vicky Persinger, their alternate, comes in. She'll be vice skip and third stones. She's a very experienced player, really talented. This team is comfortable with her, and they are going to have to dig pretty deep to beat the veteran Tirinsoni from Switzerland.
See the draw shot challenge. 2 very good draws by both teams to determine who would have the last stone advantage in this first end. Switzerland just coming out on top. So it's USA to throw the first stone. They will play the yellow rocks, Switzerland with the red. Hence the white tops for USA and the darker red and black for Switzerland.
That was close to what you just threw.
Just waiting for the go-ahead to get this game underway. And for lead, Monica Walker throw the first stone. I'm sure Team USA might be a bit rattled. They obviously have a very good fifth man and Vicky Persinger, but just to jump in the middle of a championship and play a game of this importance, that's going to be a little pressure for Vicky as well.
Right, and I think as the team, you really can't deny that this is a tough scenario. You just have to embrace it as an opportunity, and rocks like that from Monica Walker, they're going to help ease the way.
Melanie Barbesat at lead for Switzerland. Just looking for the open hit here, the Swiss. Would you ever go a little more aggressive than normal in the first inning if you're Switzerland, just to put some pressure on the Americans right away? And thinking about the scenario we're in.
Yeah, knowing that you're playing a rookie skip, that there is a lineup change. But that said, Switzerland hasn't had the smoothest of performances all week. So they may be looking to settle in and take their opportunities as presented. And very cagey skip in Silvana Tiranzoni. She's going to anticipate that there will be an opportunity, one that she doesn't need to force.
Not seeming like they're going to change their game plan here, Switzerland. We'll just roll out here. Barbesat. USA still happy to bring the play into the rings. She was a skip in her own right, Barbesat.
Yeah, a really wonderful skip out of Switzerland. And the Swiss team is a new look team.
Taylor Anderson will remain at second for USA. No need to have everyone play a new position either.
No, for USA, keeping their front end the exact same. The front ends played really strong in the last couple of games. Monica's been strong all week. Taylor's been getting better and better with each stone, and keeping those setups solid and reliable is going to be important for easing the pressure on Vicky Persinger playing third and Sarah Anderson skipping.
Started it already.
Oh, I think we've
oh, that's the wrong color.
played the wrong color.
No, yeah.
He was already over the back line.
That happens.
It's happened a couple times this week, actually.
Yeah.
It's a strange, you know, and maybe this is one of the things that the lineup changed. Switzerland looks a little out of sorts.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't notice either. So that and you didn't say anything.
You're not the one out there throwing.
Well, it's just well, you've played many championships yourself. You end up playing with red rocks, yellow rocks all week long, and you might have been playing with a different color in your previous game earlier, and it's just a habit. You go for the red rocks, or you go for the yellow. Just happen once in a while. The good thing about curling is there's no penalty for that. You simply switch out the rocks, fair game, move on.
Yeah, she must have discovered it, though, in the middle of her slide and tried to stop it.
Yeah.
And she had crossed the tee line, and that rock's technically in play, and that's why they ended up kicking it down. So
Yeah.
Esther Nunschwander gets her second rock of the game going, and that little miscue on her first one didn't cause any trouble for her second.
Well, she could have just thrown the rock. No one would say anything. Maybe I have the rock land and you could just switch it out, but I guess just a bit startled. Looking down, seeing what color was in hand. As we take our first look at Vicky Persinger, third for USA. Well, there might be some nerves for her, but I'm sure it'll be excitement as well, being able to come onto the ice, World Championship, and maybe try and play a great game and win it for the USA.
Yeah, Vicky's played at the Worlds before. In fact, she played with Jamie and Monica last year They finished 4th. She is a very experienced player. This is not new, but this experience, stepping out there, you know her heart is beating quite hard. Same with that young woman, Sarah Anderson. It has to be nice, though, to have a draw that first time for Vicky.
Silvana Tirenzoni, skip and 3rd. Of course, both teams had pre-game practice. I'm sure Vicky Persinger trying to throw as many rocks as possible to get a nice feel for the ice. She, I would suspect, be out here in the evenings, maybe matching stones or even at least throwing some, but the ice is always a little different after a game is finished in those late evening practices.
Yeah, it is definitely different from practice to actual game, but she is familiar with the ice, the way it moves, the way it plays.
Clean. Just clean. Yep. 10-2. Good. Good job. Nice, Vic. What'd you have? 10-2. Little down. Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Takes a long time to curl on that side. I know. I saw that in practice, so I was kind of easy with it. Good.
Team USA, this whole week for me, they played some really good curling. They've been a bit shaky. Sometimes it hasn't felt like they've always been a complete unit. Do you think when something like this happens, it could actually unite the team, bring them together to kind of come through the hardships and win?
Yeah, absolutely. And that is really going to be critical to USA performing in this moment. They are going to have to support each other in a way that we haven't seen just yet. This is an opportunity. Take advantage of kind of unique lineup, a unique opportunity, and let it be one of the things that drives you forward in this championship.
Be important for Sarah Anderson here to come off to a good start. A skip as well. There's no denying that the skip rocks, there's just a little bit of an added value there. So often it's, you know, everything or nothing. It's made or miss, and sometimes only by an inch. But you can see your mistakes as a skip on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Any kind of half shot out of your skip really does provide an opportunity for your opposition.
She'll face off against Alina Petz, world champion, throwing the 4th rocks for Switzerland. She's brought in to this team, teamed up with Tirenzoni to try and bring them another gold medal. Switzerland went 3 years in a row with 3 different teams, but the last 2 belonged to Canada.
Yeah, and this is a powerful combination of Tirenzoni and Petz.
Okay, I'm going to throw 9-5 to 9 here.
And Silvana,
Roll a little my way.
great
Yeah,
mind
good.
in the game. Alina, just a fantastic shooter, coupled with this front end of Esther Nunschwander and Melanie Barbazat. Incredibly strong shot making and sweeping. This team has everything it takes to win another world championship for Switzerland.
Haven't necessarily looked their best all week, but starting to gain a little bit of momentum. Definitely a force to be reckoned with in the years to come.
Yeah, if they can find their groove together.
Feels hot.
Something is the stone gonna, yes, it does make contact. Does it stick around?
That works. Okay,
Not quite.
Still good.
We'll leave a pretty easy job for Alina Petz. Switzerland would not like to score just a single point here. They would rather throw this rock through the rings blank the end and retain last stone advantage. Still putting the broom down and maybe throwing a different line. Get something out of the shot. We'll see how much it curls down this spot. And there you go. This stone will run through. No score in the first end. But we have lots more to offer.
Shoulder, shoulder.
Yep, same thing.
I like it.
Let's do it, guys.
right.
Keep the communication up.
All right. I like the out turn.
Thanks.
Yep.
I threw 10, but not with this rock. So. Oh, 10, yeah, 10. I've been like cleaning at 30, starting at 13. All right.
A little light.
Gotta go.
Yep. Line's good, guys. Line's good. Good. You got it. 4-8. Yep. Good sweep, guys.
Second
Good
end
sweep.
of play, Switzerland, USA.
Way to go.
No score so far.
Nice sweep. Just getting your
But
blood
a
flowing.
bit of a different approach to the end by Switzerland. Now looking for the corner guard. We see this quite often. We've seen it all week. Wanting to maybe just blank that first end, just to get familiar, then get on with the business. Switzerland also had the first practice. Do you think that's why they would just want to have a look at the ice, or does the ice change that much from first practice to second to game start?
The ice can change significantly.
that.
It can speed up, but the ice conditions have been pretty consistent throughout the week.
Max broom. Yeah.
You know, it may just be that Switzerland wants to get a look at the deliveries, the slides of each of these players. All of a sudden, Vicky Persinger coming in just to test the lineup, to be a little conservative in that first
8,
end.
9. Whoa, line. I think it's going 8. 7. Whoa. Slight. Yep. Yep, Vicky. Hard. Whoa, whoa. It's light. Let's do it. Yep. Let's do it. Yep. Go, 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 go.
Vicky Persinger coming in with, I would think,
Good sweepy, guys.
lots of energy.
3-8.
She hasn't been on the ice all week. I'm sure she has lots of sweeping in her for this one.
Yeah, but don't assume
Nice sweep.
the
I thought that
role
was all
of
there.
fifth doesn't take a tremendous
Just
amount of
stretch,
energy.
I think.
You've been a
Thought it was
fifth
too.
at
Yeah.
events
That rock really
before
curls.
for
Good sweep on that.
teams. You know how much work it is. You have to be there the entire time the team is there, and likely you are putting in extra hours, late night practice.
That is true. Usually the coach and the alternate are the ones that sleep, don't sleep enough during a week. But of course you don't have to play the games, but what do I know if Vicky Persinger's been in the gym every day to make up for the lack of games. She looks fresh. And Monica Walker also Lots of sweep left in her as well.
Good job.
Holding this straight. Nose head for Taylor Anderson.
Sorry. 9-5. Okay.
This time taking the right stone.
She'll have that hanging over her for the rest of the week, I guess.
The week's almost over. And not too much punishment for Esther. And a great roll there.
Let's looking over one of the other games out there, Germany, Finland.
Ona Kauste, the skip from Finland's got a fantastic opportunity in the first end. Counterclockwise rotating hit. She does have to navigate by a center guard and make sure she doesn't jam this stone into any of her rocks in the back of the rings. With some success, she's got it. That is 3 points to open up the game. Finland over Germany.
Germany with a chance, theoretical chance of making the playoffs. They need help, and they also need to win their last game, which will be against Switzerland here. And if you're wondering what the implications are for Switzerland and USA, well, there's just too many scenarios to fathom. But what is safe to say is a win for either team here is one great step towards one of the playoff spots, especially for USA, as they sit at 6-5, their last game. And here is Manuela Netze, coach for Team Switzerland. What can she bring to the table?
Well, I think that she's a great Swiss champion, and the rest of the bench, in particular their fifth player, Marissa Winkelhausen, she is the one that goes out for timeouts. You will often see her. She is a world champion herself. She acts as a foil and a way for this very experienced Swiss team to interact during timeouts.
Back line, yes! Yes! Whoa! Back line, yes! Whoa! Whoa!
Chasing.
Right
Who's rocking behind the guard? The first real test for Vicky Persinger here. Comes around. Does it curl enough to get to that red? Not quite enough. Bit of a missed line call. We're on that early. But still didn't finish huge after it passed the guard. As we see Pete Fenson, very familiar face,
I thought you were saying yes.
sitting, of course, next to Skip Jamie Sinclair.
Sorry, no, my bad.
That must be a little upsetting for her.
You gotta get involved, right?
Oh, it's got to be so difficult for Jamie. It's completely heartbreaking. She's put in so many good games here at Worlds and positioned Team USA for a shot at the playoffs. To not be on the ice has got to be kind of ripping her heart out. Mostly we hope that she recovers as quickly as possible from the injury.
Well, if her teammates can win this one, they might be in the playoffs. And then the question if Jamie Sinclair might be able to play a potential quarterfinal.
12 voet. Kijk, linie is goed. 12 voet. Kijk, 12 is goed. Daar, ja. Linie.
Switzerland with a chance here to get something going.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. Just being patient, kind of confident that the rookie team will provide an opportunity. Very impressive shot from Silvana Tiranzoni. She has played so well.
This is 2.
She looks so comfortable out there leading a team and throwing third stones.
Yeah.
Just a really natural position for Silvana after many years skipping her and throwing fourth stones.
I think we give it a chance. Big roll's okay, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. You got it, Vic.
Persinger not afraid of moving the broom here. Comes in, knows exactly what she needs, what she wants.
Yes! 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 Hard! Hard! Yes! Hard! Hard! No roll! Good. Nice shot. Good.
Nice little hit and roll there. Doesn't get fully buried, but Switzerland will probably need to hit and stay in the open here.
Yeah, and actually one of the gifts of sitting on the bench all week really is that you might have, you know the ice because you've been sitting right behind the sheet every game, watching every single shot from a really good vantage point. So being able to participate in how to call a shot, very worthy.
And of course, you're there before games and debriefings. You hear everything what the team has had to say about the ice and rocks. She'd be the one matching the stones. She should have a pretty good insight in how the stones are as well.
Yeah, and sitting between the coaching staff, listening, learning on every shot.
Will make the hit and stick, Tin and Sony. USA has a bit of work to do.
Well, USA can't roll underneath the corner guard because the object stone would jam on their own stone in the back of the 12-foot.
Trying to roll Taylor's way. Good job. Want to throw normal here, but 10's okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty straight here. So
Okay.
yeah, she just threw like a 12. So
Oh yeah, I got a 10 on hers. Oh, but you mean the inside out she threw?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
A little more. 10-5. Jump. 11. Whoa. Jump. 11. Whoa. 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 Off. 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 Close. Jump. Whoa. 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 Sit. Sit.
Okay.
Good throw.
It's real straight there.
Rolls a bit too far, so Switzerland line shot stone can draw pretty much anywhere they want.
Yeah. Silvana's going to draw to the open side, really put pressure on Sarah Anderson and Vicky Persinger to make a great shot.
Okay. Het wordt eindig laufen we dat erop, oder?
But it looks like
Ze heeft dat erop gespeeld.
USA is going to give up 2 points
Zodat ze niet gaan rollen. Goed.
if Switzerland executes out.
Je hebt een wegspeler en dan wordt dat aufwärts gespeeld.
Also einfach gefühlt, dass der
Das
Beste
ist
ist
ein
als
90er
der.
gewesen. Ja. Okay, ich habe das Gefühl, wie da du aufgespielt hast. Okay, also 90. Ja, genau. Ja.
See the broom, that's the target for Arlena Pets. Having the clockwise rotation. And you'll see the stone start to slowly curl to the left of our screen. More and more so as the weight comes off of it. Even turn Sony joining in on the sweep here to stay warm. Puts it on the T line. Switzerland sits 2.
Yeah, sit and roll in. I think normal.
Looking on over, China plays Japan.
China sits shot 1 and 2 as Ikui Kitazawa gets in the hack. She needs a takeout. She's got a hit and stick. There's 0 score. And the stone is away. Ikui Kitazawa had a wonderful game earlier today. The win over Latvia. Makes that hit very simple. Takes a single point. And they have the lead as China gets the hammer in the third end.
Huge game there as well.
Sorry. Nice shot.
Just huge games all over the place today, really.
Nice shot, Sarah. Really nice, Sarah.
We got one more, right?
Yeah, all of these games are very important.
So we get a couple of the last couple of rounds of the round robin. Really exciting. We get quarterfinals, semi-finals, gold medal, bronze medal game. So excited for this weekend.
Yeah, there's, and each game, the curling's getting better and better and better and better. It's going to be a really fun championship weekend. 6 of these 13 countries will be playing, all with a chance to win the gold.
Makes the whole hit and roll here, Alina Petz. And sits and scores 2. Perfect start for the Swiss. They get their blank, they get their 2. And that is a score. 2-0 after 2 ends of play.
I thought it might go for
Prøv vende schön, ja. Nehmen aus dem Internet raus, das ist schon.
They're going to win straight corner, I think.
Lang ist gut. Wo spielt sie gut ist?
Gut.
Schön. Schön.
Switzerland playing USA. If you're just joining us, we're here for the LGT World Women's Curling Championship 2019 in Silkeborg, Denmark. Playoff implications on the line here. Getting to the last bits of the round robin. And there's a lineup change for USA. Jamie Sinclair out injured. In comes Vicky Persinger at second. Sarah Anderson here is in charge of the house for this one.
Hard, hard, hard. Go, Taylor. Hard. Come on.
Okay.
Monica Walker throws the corner guard.
Yeah, she's been steady all week. If you want to build a house, you want Monica Walker to lay the foundation.
Yeah, she's been an all-star player for USA.
Ja, ga ze net. Is immer egal.
Kom, Patsy.
Melanie Barbasat with her experience at skip, that draw weight comes in handy as lead as well.
Yeah, she's really made a nice adjustment to a new position, and this is her first world championship
Matt, just a hair more.
at women's.
Is this rock, you know? Hack! Close, yep! Whoa, whoa! Hack up! Yep! Hard! 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 Come on! Hard! Hard! Yes! Hard, hard, hard! Go, 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 go! Hard! Roll it! Roll it! Go, 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 go! Nice. Good pair.
Oh, what a sweep by Anderson and Persinger.
Okay.
Good sweep.
Goed daar is.
Close enough.
Hard! Go, 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 go! Hard! Roll it! Roll it! Go, 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 go!
And I've got to tell you, Sander, it's really nice to hear Sarah Anderson out there. She's been pretty quiet all week. And that sweep call is probably the most we've heard from her all week.
We're quite used to hearing her.
Hey, kijk. Hey, pas hem weg.
Miss here by Neuenschwander. A bit of a gift handed to the US. I was going to say, used to hearing Sarah Anderson
What the hell? It's hard to split the rings because
Yeah.
call the line
They're gonna
for
give him a
Corey
double
Dropkin
butt.
and have him sweep his heart out.
we just like
Yep. Sarah Anderson's
kinda
mixed
like-
doubles
I kinda like
partner,
under
Corey
down.
Dropkin.
like under
like open. You like open?
open.
Will that experience help?
Okay,
they're gonna
Playing
hit
mixed
and roll.
doubles, lots of rocks in play, maybe seeing a lot of angles, playing a lot of taps and freezes,
What do you
so
guys
on.
want? She's not deciding.
Could be beneficial to skipping in the women's
Speed's
game as
good,
well.
probably.
Absolutely. Anytime you see rocks traveling, the way they act, interact, the way they respond to the ice,
Little ad's okay.
that's going to add value and create a knowledge base that you can access over time.
Top 8, guys. Whoa. Top 8.
Okay, we're okay. We're okay.
Deciding to split the rings here.
He's by the 8.
Yeah, and these are the moments that you might notice the
Good sweep. Good sweep.
kind of the newness or the uncertainty of this U.S. side. Just how to play certain situations.
Tana hold.
Bit of an odd start for Neuenschwander. Played the wrong color earlier in the game. Flashes one here, but it's a good shot now. I just wonder if there's any nerves in play. If she's not fully focused, or if it's just the odd hiccup.
Yeah, it could be just the odd hiccup. She is such a solid player, so much experience.
I don't mind this either.
She is a very high-level performer.
This is good.
She looks dead focused usually.
That's because she is. That is because she is focused.
Well, is there ever a time where you can be too excited for a game? You get too riled up?
Sure, every athlete has their performance zone, kind of their comfort level. Some athletes perform well at a higher level with a higher energy. Some like to be very calm. It's knowing how you yourself as an athlete perform, then you can get yourself into the performance zone or down out of it.
Here you see Sarah Anderson now at the head, calling the shots. Of course, she was the vice for James Sinclair all week and would have called line on her shots as well. So she's seen the ice and how it acts time and time again, also for her own shots from the throwing position.
Yeah, and Sarah was in the house at the World Junior Curling Championships when they won silver medal. She has experience, but let's be real, nothing like this.
What?
Nothing like this scenario here. But with that, there's really, I mean, nothing other than the loss of a curling game that's going to happen. Too bad. So, and I know, I think Sarah's always kind of maybe dreamed of playing skip at this level. So having this opportunity, even if it's just for one game, trying to find a way to enjoy it and embrace it is really important.
What did she tell me?
She said board.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you might get some movement here. Yeah. You like the broom?
I'm gonna throw good board. I think so too. A little fresh here still.
Spot on sheet B that curls so hard. If you get inside this spot,
Okay. Good throw. That's fine.
you get a lot of movement. There is a bit of a shelf on the outside edge of that sheet where it can run straight on you. Great management of the spot by Vicky Persinger and Team USA.
So curls coming that way. And remember, Neuenschwander played the same spot but played the out turn and flashed. So
Not gonna curl going the other way. So for all you young skips out there, when you visualize the sheet of ice, see it as a flat sheet of paper and start tilting it or bending it, folding it in the way the ice curls. So if it curls one direction, it's likely not gonna curl that hard the other direction.
I think we need to make a segment and Swiss
Good.
Elms
Very good.
curling school.
Yeah, we are now accepting students.
Free tuition, I hope. Nice roll here by Tidin Soni. Actually becomes a little bit tough to get to for USA. They have that yellow they can make a play on, but to keep both that yellow and the shooter in play can be slightly difficult.
Okay. Even a half's okay. Board. Yep.
Yeah, I think the trick is the running stone's weight. You don't want to throw too much weight here. And it's not the worst thing to hit the centerline guard. You might be able to find a way with skip stones underneath the corner.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You're rock.
Take! Go, take!
I got this one.
Go, Taylor, go, go, go! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Some separation here.
Nice shot. Great call.
I think it's hard to play that much better, even though it does leave a double back for Switzerland.
But remember, if they make the double, their shooters are off to the side, their stones are off to the side. You can go underneath the center and still score two with skip stones.
I got this one.
Go, Taylor, go, go, go! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Nice shot. Great call.
Solid.
Ja, dat is.
Sie geht eh nachher in den Center gehen.
Ja, ist gut. Ein Drittel ist.
Ja.
Halb ist glaube ich auch noch gut. Okay. Solid hast du gesagt, gell? Ja.
Well, Persinger seems very comfortable so far. Carolina Petz. Double taker. That's the kind of shot we expect her to make.
Yeah, she's very close here.
Beautiful. Controlled weight. Never in doubt. Just kept the brooms down, kept that straight.
Yeah, and that's the power of Esther Neuenschwander as your sweeper. So much force, pressure, speed on the brush head. Holds that rock in the perfect spot. Nails the double takeout. Switzerland sitting 2.
Pretty tall front end too. Imagine they get a lot of force down into that brush.
Yeah, both players, both Barbasat and Neuenschwander are near 6 feet tall.
Using gravity to their one advantage.
A little late.
This is the kind of shot that her mixed doubles
That's pretty close.
experience should
Line's
benefit
good.
her.
Never off.
Draw around
Wait on
center.
me, room. Switch.
Sweeper's wanting to go, but
Curl, guys.
needs to curl here, so
Hard take.
you switch it up.
Hard take. Hard.
Have Taylor Anderson trying to carve it in.
Hard.
Okay, good.
It's
Good sweep, guys.
always tough if you're just a bit shy for weight, a bit full on line. It's hard to do much with the sweeping. End up killing the line a bit. So this one sits in the open.
And with the right hit and roll here, Switzerland will prevent USA from playing that exact same draw path with their last.
Eight 26.
Yeah, it's tempting to make the nose hit, really. Of course, you can play it pretty safe. You hit and check to the wing, but like you said, you just leave it fully open to come in. If you hit and stay right there in the top 12,
Nice squat.
make it harder for your opponent.
Air Mox.
Hanging high here for Alina Petz.
This is not going to be a problem. They're going to get to it, but it is going to open up that draw path. Now, this is the real testing shot.
Give you a little bit more, though. No worries. That'll be 20, 25.
Yeah, typical skip shot here.
Yeah, Sarah.
Last rock,
Same exact
facing
things.
a few opposition rocks. Luckily this time, just in the
Yes, sir.
12
You got it.
foot, lots of room to work with. You've just played the draw. Add a couple of feet. Sweeper should carry it there for you. Ice has been pretty consistent this week. Seen good speeds. Nice curl.
Nice.
See if we can
I like
get
it.
time on this
Good weight.
last stone here for Sarah Anderson. We're probably looking at close to 14.5 seconds.
Running a bit. It's good.
That's just me guessing. That's how consistent it's been.
I hate this.
Not sure if we got that perfectly, but
It's good.
14.5 for sure.
Yeah, 14 and a half. More importantly, beautiful draw for Sarah Anderson.
Nice draw.
Well, single point for USA.
Great job.
Switzerland still lead 2-1 after 3 ends of play.
Good job.
Good
Okay.
stuff.
I like tight.
Yeah.
Right?
I like it.
Yeah. Tight. They go maybe around it. Probably freeze.
Gut, machen wir 2.
Das ist genau die Situation. Hindern haben wir gesagt, oder?
Ja, ich will glaube ja.
Hindern. Wir haben sicher eine
Split ist
Chance.
nichts. Gell, der Guard Split ist nicht. Spielen wir nicht. Okay.
Also, ich finde einfach, es macht einfach
guys. Good judge.
Good spot.
Good one.
Good seat. Now it's time this. They're drawing under.
2 on the
They're
score.
drawing under here.
We go again. These ends are
Binnen goed. Alles sterk.
running out of ends already, I feel, Anna's.
It's only the fourth end, Sander.
Lange sterk.
It's only the fourth end. There's plenty of time for your favorite team to do something out here.
Of de tiefe ligt.
Who said I have a favorite team? Norway's not here. Maybe next year.
Hat er ist der super gelaufen?
Wow.
It's top 8.
That draw, top 8, has full control of the scoring area.
behind's
USA
alright,
through the
but
center
we're never gonna
guard.
get behind with this route, so.
Silvana
Yeah,
Tiranzoni
just
didn't
on top.
hesitate.
Yep, right on top.
Their game plans are so clean, so clear, and so well executed by Melanie Barbazot. USA is going to struggle to deal with that rock for the rest of the end.
About the same. Pretty light. Good. Yep. 3 or 4. Line's good. Right to it, guys. 4. Line's good. 4. Yep. Straight always. Hard. 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 Yes. Hard. Go, 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 go. Yep.
Freezing to the top is not going to get you much. Switzerland can just draw the open side shot 1 and 2.
Was meint ihr da aus 90? Ich glaube, kannst du normal da mal x-mal so gespielt.
Ja, 85, 90.
Yeah, that's always the risk of playing that freeze. But that is also the effectiveness of that first draw by Barbazot coming so high, the house fully buried. Not that many options. USA could have played the run back. We do see that sometimes.
USA needed to probably play the draw right around to the back forefoot, concede the top of the rings in the beginning of the end.
Is alles steady?
A well-placed draw here, USA. It got to hit the open one.
Pretty early.
Gut.
That's maybe
Sarah Anderson pointing there, 1 and 2.
I know. I think we have to.
Right?
I think we need to hit.
I think we're gonna hit the open one, right? Hit that one? Hit the side one?
They just
I think
freeze.
so.
Then we run on the next one, right?
Yeah.
Normal
maybe
like
the
Sarah.
first sign of
Okay.
missing their skip here. But I'm sure as a collective they'll try and find the best calls possible.
Wall. 9. Wall. Yep. Yep.
It's not like these girls don't know the game.
Of course not. That is, but it is different.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. Like,
If you haven't played skip all week, all season, it just takes a little bit of time to get into
or
it.
come around.
Yeah.
I like that too.
The
'Cause
subtleties
we're
of
like,
calling.
getting up 2 right now, right?
Jamie's had years of doing it.
all in, you know?
Just
Game in and game out, and all of a sudden Sarah is being asked to do it in a couple of hours time's notice. Maybe not even that.
yeah, it might be hard to have that assertiveness.
Yeah, and the game does look very different from the skip position than from the other end of the ice.
Ein 80er lang, das 70. Ja, ist es nicht mal gewesen. Aber ich muss nur gerade
There's less sweeping anyway.
There is a bit less sweeping for the skip. There's not any less sweeping for Esther Noonschwander, but she's gets to take a break right now. She's throwing.
Er is Fries. Fries.
She's played
right on it.
pretty good games of late. Last 2 games were 91 and 90%. That's
You guys like the draw? I do.
it's going to be good for Switzerland to have your second, playing your best games at the end of the week and possibly coming into the playoff weekend.
Yeah, that's what you want for all of your teams. You want to start peaking at the end of the week.
I don't mind
And
to hear more.
this
Have a
team,
little more.
they had a bit of a slow start, up and down at the beginning, weren't quite finding their rhythm. And all of a sudden, Team Switzerland just running
I think that ad's going to go along this line.
with the game.
Where is it? 8. Tons of room, guys. 7. Needs to curl.
You're rough.
7, 8. Where do you want it? Right back here. Yep, curl it. Curl it. Go, 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 go. Hard.
Okay, that's fine. That hardly moved at all.
Russia is playing Latvia. It's all tied after 2.
Yeah, and Russia sits shot 1 and 2. Iveta Stasasarsunne and Team Latvia, they need this draw to be just a little bit better than full 12-foot to beat count. The youngest player on the ice, Eva Barone, she is sweeping her heart out. It's going to be a team sweep. Latvia needs to drag this rock into the 8-foot. Have they done enough? Just, and it's high fives all around for Latvia. Latvia takes a single-point lead as they play the 4th.
Germany also taking on Finland.
Finland, we saw the open hit for 3 in the first end. Third end, another huge opportunity. Ona Kauste, she's got a draw. She does have to navigate a port. Needs to sit near the 4-foot. Port looks good if the weight's there. That is a commanding opening couple of ends for Finland. It is a 6-1 lead, Finland over Germany, as they head into the 4th end.
Get a little less then. I think it's just going to be pretty straight.
Yeah. Here you go, Vic.
Yep, gotta go.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Good.
It's a short run back here. Vicky Persinger.
Mag het er ook niet mee? Horen zie je. Ja, poort. Poort. Ja. Bis zur Mitte, ja, ne? Okay, ist gut.
We talked about finding form. Switzerland, after 5 games, they were at 2 wins and 3 losses. They've now won 5 straight games. Silvana Tirensoni playing 80% for the week, but the last 5 games they played, she's 87% on average.
Yeah, she's been absolutely outstanding of late.
Sometimes maybe that's be a good thing to kind of come from behind in the standings, surprise everyone, say, hey, we're coming for you.
Oh, I don't know
this is
that a
great.
team
Roll
of Tirensoni and Pets is a surprise to anybody, Sander.
Well, there was more a surprise that they had lost 3 games
Can we come the
in
way
the
you
first 5,
Absolutely.
and then I'm not sure if anyone actually forgot about them or wrote them off, but
Looks like
But
Max.
the longer this win streak is, the scarier it is for the opponents playing them.
Yeah, you've got to think that the teams on the top of the standings can feel them coming.
Easy.
Yep.
Hard. Hard.
Come on, Tay.
Go, guys. Hard. Come on. Hard. Hard. Yes. Go, 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 go.
Good job.
Oh, 79%. That's just through the first 3 ends of the game, really, for Vicky Persinger. She'll improve on those stats very drastically for every shot made.
Well, she's only thrown a couple of rocks. Her tournament accuracy is all of 3 ends of play.
Yours all look soft to me.
Okay.
And that last one, she's got her sweepers to thank.
Fest zum Treffen.
Das ist langsam.
Super safe, Patsy.
The first shot was doing that nose. Or freezing.
Klänge wie nicht so schlecht.
Well,
Silvana not pleased with this shot. Over curling.
I think I like this, right? I mean, that's kind of risky. You might be able to smash it and sit 1 and 2.
You think so? If we hit this hard and roll here?
Yeah, like even just throw this double and stick right here.
How do you get there?
And that's
Like the
what
best
coming out
shot's
one
the
up there?
freeze, but
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
could you
I think peel.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a second look here.
I don't think you
I don't think we'll set up a double.
Yeah, I don't think we can get there with a freeze.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna try to peel that back one and catch my shooter on our yellow over here to sit 1 and 2.
Okay, I like it.
Peel.
This is a little bit of a dangerous call
I'm
here.
gonna go up peel because I have the
Yeah, just throw your good peel.
yeah.
There is a chance with this throw that Sarah removes all the rocks from the back of the rings, and that would leave Switzerland with an open hit to sit 1 and 2 and the last stone advantage.
Whoa,
She
whoa,
knows
whoa,
that,
whoa.
so she's trying to
All
catch
the way
just thin
up,
enough
hard. No.
she said jam the shooter on her own yellow. Doesn't
Good
quite
shot.
do that, but leaves the shooter sitting shot stone, so that
Made
works
it.
out.
Good.
Yeah, it works out good. I don't think it's exactly how they drew it up, but
Good job, Vicky.
great
Sorry, we
outcome.
were not gonna
Super
make that
call
one.
from Vicky Persinger.
Vorhin da schon mal gelegt. Hätten sie so gegeben. Er ist bis da rausgegangen vorhin.
Ist das eine T-Line oder hinter T? Okay. Geht hinter T-Line.
Ja. Ja, ich will glauben.
Ja.
Bis da, sie macht sie davor.
90 immer noch.
Jetzt haben wir da durchgespielt ein paar Mal.
Ja. Ich denke, es läuft normal. 90. Bis 4-0.
Die Line hinten 4.
Ja. Ja. Sie noch gern?
Alina Pet's tournament accuracy at 74%.
Von auf, Linie super.
Yeah, she's been maybe the most inconsistent for Switzerland, but you know, if they get her going, she will be the one who can clinch a gold this week. If she gets the confidence, she'll be lethal.
And that's a pretty lethal draw right there. So we take a look at China and Japan. Japan turning the tables on China this time. Japan had to draw for 1 earlier. Now it's Wang Rei's turn. She's drawing against several opposition rocks in the rings. She needs a piece of the button in order to take a single point here in the 4th end. Ooh, she plays it off the Japanese stone at the top of the button, spins side button, and shot stone. That game is all tied up as they play the 5th.
China with a bit of a different curve, starting off really strong, then dropping quite a few games as we see a fantastic double by Sarah Anderson.
Absolutely super shot.
Nice call.
Great shot.
That's what you need.
I can't yell at all right now. I'm like, yeah, they did. They really held it. Because halfway down, I was like, oh, we already know. Yep.
And a pressure draw.
Das ist gut. Linie wäre auch gut. Länge gut, Zielline, hinten 4. Linie ist gut, ist alles bei euch.
Meli, schau bitte.
Hinten 4. Musst wirklich nicht. Ist gut.
It's the same draw she just threw.
Also Max hinten 8, aber nicht mehr.
And it's looking pretty good here for Alina Petz, but just for the single point. Still 2 points ahead though, Switzerland. After 4 ends of play now.
Icky, right? Yeah. Your draws are getting a little slow. Good. Yeah. I think it's very sensitive too to like release. Well, like Taylor was a little positive with your arm, but that's not, you needed it for speed, but it just did not curl at all. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So, they're probably
The score for Switzerland in this very important round-robin game, and look at all the Swiss flags in behind the scoreboard. A lot of support for Switzerland. Is that ever intimidating as an American player?
Well, hopefully you are keeping your focus on the sheet of ice that you're on.
Lots of rotation here, guys.
I think most of us who've played in this sport, we know that the Swiss fans travel really well. They travel with cowbells that are quite noisy. I think you've got to anticipate that.
You're counting? Yeah, 10, please.
There they are. There's one good thing about being Swiss. Flag's a big plus.
Well, I'm Swiss.
It's actually a cross.
8
No
Fuß
offense.
sicher. Fast gleich lang.
But yeah, they're pretty good at supporting their teams in curling, of course. Very big in Switzerland. Lots of curling clubs all over the place.
Yeah, Switzerland has beautiful facilities.
Let's make a good one.
Yeah.
Seemingly every other town.
Just control.
Great playing conditions at their clubs. The ice makers are all very proficient.
Ice control. Yep.
They host a lot of good events too on the World Curling Tour.
Hard.
And of course, if you want to ever play outdoors curling, I've heard place to go. Surrounded by mountains, playing on frozen lakes, and so on. That's on my bucket list anyway.
I forgot that rock cuts.
Ja, ist gut. Weisst.
I highly recommend curling anywhere in Switzerland. You're right, it's beautiful.
We had the European Championships there just a couple of years ago in
Einfach
St.
gut
Gallen.
sein, nur gut sein.
Fondue.
Schön.
Gut.
All the good stuff that the Swiss have to offer. Great week.
Gut so, Esther.
I'm sure we'll be going back there soon.
Yeah, well, the Swiss have just been named as hosts for the World Wheelchair Curling Championships next year. So that is wonderful. They're great global citizens in the sport of curling.
Mine's good. No, it's pretty good.
Mine's good, guys. Come on, always. Mine's good. Room. Room. Go, 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 go.
USA
That's
trying to
Yep.
drag this
Far,
stone
you can bring
under
it.
the
Go,
corner
Vicky,
guard.
go.
Good job. Good. I'm like double hand overheading like everything here.
Fort finde ich gut. Ja. Ja. Das ist gut, ja. Fort.
Yep.
Weisst. Ist gut.
So
Super,
this is the
Lenny.
spot where Esther
Ist
missed.
gut.
Looks like they've made the adjustment.
Komm, Patsy. Komm, gib Frequenz.
Oh, over curls this time. Maybe remembered the flash down that spot.
Open.
Figured,
Yeah.
let's not do that again.
Just drop
Was soft
it.
and release perhaps.
They're
Over
shot.
curls.
That's okay. You
Just
can bump it a
feathers the
hair.
guard.
We're only down
Okay.
by 2.
Well, yeah, I don't mind hitting it
Oh,
either.
that's fine then.
My bad. We have to.
Okay, just bump it a few inches.
Okay. Same weight, I think. Maybe
I'm
hair
gonna give
more.
you a hair more.
Yeah.
Back line. Looks heavy right now.
Want to let it catch the curl.
Back line. 10. Okay, nowhere close.
10. I think we could stick it in the rings, huh? I shouldn't have even swept it. Sit. I should have swept that at all. Sorry, Tay.
Oh, an opportunity lost there for Team USA. They could have really put some pressure on Switzerland.
Sorry.
Just a little heavy out of hand for Taylor Anderson.
Quickly made. Ja, is goed.
Let's jump on over. It's China, Japan playing tied after 4 ends. Japan with last rock.
And an opportunity to take 2 points. This time, Kitasawa is not drawing against multiples. She is drawing for multiples. She can come right down into the house, onto her own stone. Front end, just taking care of this rock as it comes into the rings. Great opportunity, well handled. Japan goes up by 2 points, 3-1 over China as they head into the break.
Germany struggling with Finland. They're down by 5 and not looking much brighter in this end.
Yeah, it's all Finland in this game so far. German skip Daniela Jens needs a draw into the 8-foot.
Yep, bleib dran, schauen. 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 Schauen.
This one is good for Germany. right in.
Schön.
Finland up by 4 with last stone advantage as they play in the 5th.
Ja.
Russia down 1 on Latvia, but with a chance to score a couple here.
Yeah, Alina Kovaleva skip for Team Russia. She's got an open hit. Doesn't want to play anything too up weight. Needs to curl. Sweepers are right off this. Does it get enough? It does, and that's 3 for Russia. They are now up by 2 points.
En ja,
Ik heb hier lang niet doorgespeeld.
Be an important win
ich
for
habe gleich das Gefühl, 85
For Russia
sind wir
too.
sicher gut.
make sure they keep as high of a ranking as possible coming into the playoffs. Of course, they're already qualifying, but the higher up you go,
Voor 8.
the more advantages you might get.
Voor 4.
Playing a lower ranked team, getting last draw.
T-line. Vast op de team. Voor 4.
Linie is goed. Achtung, Melly, dranblijven.
At least a choice to have the last two
4
advantage.
voet. 4 voet.
Esther.
Ga nog. Het is nog niet 4 voet.
Bravo. Sehr schön.
We gotta move it, right?
I think we gotta move it too.
We gotta move it, Sarah, I think. Yeah, I think we gotta move it. Or just tap it to back eat. Yeah. I don't think we roll. I think you're not gonna get enough.
Or
It's
we do
pretty
this.
short. I kind of like the run.
You wanna go look at it? I like the run. It opens up more space
Or
for
you have
Sarah to
this.
draw too.
Yeah, I'm just
Like the tap's so hard and you probably can't even roll under the corner
You know what I
anyway,
mean?
so you might as well
And
throw
move
and
this.
run.
It's
Do you
gonna
like
go
the run,
straight
though?
onto this one.
And she's
I
good
like
at
whatever's
this
gonna
too,
give you a
right?
last shot,
I mean,
you know? Yeah. We could try the run this way.
Yeah, over the
I like
top.
the run.
Okay. You shoot a roll.
Okay.
I like peel.
Okay.
Got it. Oh God. What weight are you throwing?
Yeah.
Sorry. Ricky,
Sorry, it's my first time.
you're good.
Running this back. Real thrust at the hack from Vicky Persinger. Huge weight.
Yeah, she throws absolutely massive
shot.
peel
Nice.
weight.
Nice shot.
Does kill
Good throw, babe.
both the reds. Opens up that center line.
Nice shot, Vicky. Atta girl.
Good sweep.
Yeah. I like
Good call, Sarah. Hey, you threw it great. Way to make that.
Yeah, there's a lot of positivity coming from Team USA. It's really wonderful to see just
Nice shot.
helping Vicky be comfortable out there. It's not easy to just step onto the ice in the last game of the round robin
En 4 kloppen wäre super.
and get a ton of performance.
Fast Beisser 4 Fuß, hä?
Ja.
Gut. Ich glaube, im Fall, du kannst da hier spielen
Fast
mit
wirklich
4
ab,
runter.
Meli.
4-0.
Beisser 4 Fuß, innen
90 bis 4-0.
Okay.
Und
Ja.
sie sind zweimal hier durch.
Okay. Läuft normal da.
You see the
Ja.
sweepers communicating the weight back to Alina Pets to get the stop on. You see left hand for Nunchwein, the right hand for Barbizan. Take the time. They won't necessarily look too much at the time. Sweep comes very much from the feel. They might use those split times later to have a look and see how fast the ice is running.
This is really light.
That's probably why they didn't look at the stopwatch. They knew it was light out of hand. I think they are using the back line to hog split times. I think they said 4 second.
Looking for
what they're wanting.
Solid 4-0, maybe a 90.
I was going to say 90, 95.
We just want to be top house.
I'm going to guess Alina Petz threw a bit too much.
Counting those 12-foot ones, though.
On the clock.
Just fighting
not enough weight.
Okay.
Only good part is the center line's open.
We think it's pretty, it's gotten slower.
Yeah, but if USA could ever bury a stone underneath those stacked and staggered corner guards,
Okay, good.
Feels like back line a little
their
bit.
chance of scoring too looks pretty good.
A little more. Nice. It's close. 5, 6. Little for line.
Line's tight.
Line if you can. Line only. Okay, 7, 8. Whoa, whoa. It's running.
Man, this is running.
That was my fault, sorry.
No, 13-3.
This one is heavy. 13-3. That is quite a bit more than the 14-5. We think the weight is for T-line right now. And it's through the rings.
I like the split.
Now that guard, that rock left by Lena Petz might help them.
Just the third rock down a path
Or
or
did they just
something?
block
Or did she just really add?
the entrance to the forfeit for USA, maybe?
Yeah, either way, it's good news for Switzerland.
Two thoughts. Barry, give as little room as possible. Do you score your single or you block the path in?
Yeah, I think with Alina having come up quite short on her last draw, having her play this one more time, write that weight selection, really groove that, will add benefit to Switzerland later. Switzerland would be absolutely okay with USA being forced to a single point here. But kind of wiping the memory on the missed draw is going to add value for Switzerland end after end.
Wir sind nicht auf der T-Line, wir sind vor 8 knapp.
Pretty good weight, just doesn't get it quite buried.
Force war das Ziel, das haben wir erreicht.
You can do this, Sarah. You got it. Stay close.
Control boards, okay.
Yeah, I think, like,
Nice, easy.
you should move a bit here.
A bit, yeah.
You got it. Just control.
Facing 3 Swiss counters here.
Nice control.
Don't have to come too close to that guard, but
Hard.
can't stay too high and roll out either.
Hard. Clean, clean, clean.
Sounds pretty good here. Just keeping this one clean past the guards, right onto the beak of the red shot stone. That is a single point for USA. And it is just a single point separating these two teams as they head into the halftime break. 5 ends played, 5 ends remain.
Thank you.
After a blank first end, it is Alina Petz with last stone in the second. Scored 2 and was setting up for the deuce the whole end. Able to make it happen. A nice hit and stick.
I like it.
Then
Good weight.
Sarah Anderson coming in
That's good. Nice shot.
for an injured Jamie Sinclair. Puts it on the forfeit for the single.
Because halfway down, halfway up. We're
A
already
little bit of trouble for Alina Petz in the fourth end, drawing against a whole heap of US counters. But luckily just play this draw and will make it again. Single point for the Swiss. And with a single point for USA, that is the score. For Finland, they lead Germany 6-2. Japan leads China 3-1. And Russia 1 point up on Latvia.
Aber jetzt tief sicher einfach.
So ich habe ist so blank. Nein.
Take your time. And then, you know. You can let her blank too.
We go. I like in. I think in. Yeah. And let them
Well, you
throw
can.
the corner.
I'm just saying
If they want blank, that's fine.
if she looks like she wants to, it's okay. This end. No, but I'm just saying you don't have to blow your brains out trying to make something happen.
Looking at the percentages, we see two teams playing pretty well. It's just that 1 point separating the teams. Switzerland also with the last one, of course, but 5 ends to go. Lots of curling left. Interesting game, an important game for both. It'll be exciting to see who will pick this up.
Wirst dann innen ein bisschen Druck wegnehmen und dafür versuchen schneller.
Ich denke doch schon. Der Riegel durch die anlassen. So, kommen die Freunde, dann holen wir uns.
Ja.
A little down. Room. Room, guys. Running. Take a look. Room. That's good. Room, guys. 4-3. 4-3. Right here. It's you. Yep. Great job, guys. Good sweep. Tay, I just put your grip on the
3-2
right
the
side back.
score. Switzerland playing USA here in
said
Silkeborg,
4-3.
Denmark,
4-3.
session 19. Still round robin play, but we're getting awfully close to the end. 13 teams, 12 games per team. Everyone plays everyone. And we're left with the 6 teams that will make it to the playoffs. And it's a pretty crucial game for both these teams to make it there.
Germany, good. Can't believe that stuck around. She hit like half of it.
I know.
She threw a 10-6.
A good normal out here. Yeah, this is my.
I'm joined
That
by
is a hair
Anne
more,
Swisshelm.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on the US team now without Skip, Jamie Sinclair doing well.
This team is performing really, really fantastically, given the set of circumstances that are facing these young women.
Good job, Tasman. Ace. 9-4. Good.
Losing any regular player at any point in a championship is very tough, but losing your skip just before the last game of the round robin, it's a challenge you never want to see a team face.
Ja, ist im Haus. Sicher im Haus.
A mistake here by Barbasat.
Mega schnell abgestoßen.
That slips into the rings.
Control.
So of course outside the rings in the free guard zone, USA can't really make a play on it. It's inside the rings, so it's free for all. 6-10, even end. Switzerland would be pretty happy to try and score 2 here.
They really would like to score 2 here.
Yep. 10-5. Yep.
Right now, Switzerland controlling the even ends. You could have.
Great shot, Tay.
You could score 3 times to USA's 2. If you start counting off the odd and even ends on the scoreboard with a blank potentially, or they're back to even Stevens.
And that was a fantastic hit and roll from USA. Right to the top of the rings. That control position in front of the forefoot. Trying to hold this rock straight. Roll it to the side. Switzerland answers. Now the roller center is extra dangerous. You're likely going to have to leave the USA shooter on the corner.
Solid. Pretty tight. Yep. Real big. Whoa. That's good. Nice. Good. Nice there.
Looking over to Germany, Finland. Germany in more trouble.
Yeah, and Finland holding true to course. They took 3 in the first. They took 3 again. Is this a draw for 3 for the 3rd time in a single game?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen that before.
Wow.
Not 3 ends with hammer in a row scoring 3. That's a feat.
Yeah. And that is well done by Onakauste and Team Finland. They're going to take a look.
I don't mind rolling.
I like 9-5.
It is 3.
Okay, normal.
Finland 9. Germany 2.
That is just another nail in the coffin for Germany's playoff hopes. They were slim to begin with, but now looking very grim.
It was a must-win situation for Germany. There's still half the game left to play.
You're good.
You never know what will happen.
Good sleeping, Mom.
I'm seeing big scores this week.
We've seen, I think, 16 scores of 4, 3 5s, and 1 6 hang on the board.
6 happened today, didn't it?
That 6 happened today. USA scored 6 on Scotland earlier today.
Well, another 6 would do here for the Americans. Not sure if they will get the chance, though.
Yeah, it's a tall order. But I will tell you, 6 is a surprise for anyone it happens to.
See Silvana Tirensoni playing 95%. That's not the kind of numbers I would be giving away 5s and 6s in a game.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go
No, as I said,
Quit.
she just looks so comfortable in this third stones position.
Control. Okay. You got it, Vic.
Ooh. You want a little more?
A little more?
Yeah, I like that too. Little rollout's great.
It's like she really embraces not only calling the game around her skip, but delivering a scenario that's really positive
Nice
to
control, little
the
up.
fourth stones
Easy.
arena pets.
Control.
Vicky's number, we've got the game, which is also synonymous with her tournament accuracy, as they are the same thing.
Nice. Well done. Man, that's nice. Good shot.
Great throw.
Another big game being played this afternoon, China, Japan. And I believe China with last stone here, Wang Rei. What is she up to here?
I think she's up to a tap back. The stone in the top of the 12-foot.
Difficulty level here?
Through the roof.
So through that port.
Yeah, she's navigating a port. She's got to do it with perfect back 8, back house weight. Starting to curl. Did they miss the line? Oh, they did. The weight looked good.
Yeah.
China ends up being forced to a single point by Japan. That score is 3 for Japan, China 2. As they head into the 7th.
Looking for the double this time. Tidinsoni conceding this end, looking for the blank instead. Just gets it. Kind of gets caught in between the slash and the straight double. That yellow sticks around.
Yeah, and they keep the shooter on the side of the rings.
I think so. You like that ice? I think
Nose
it's
is
going to
good,
be
a little roll
pretty.
maybe.
Yeah. Straight. Why don't you tighten up a little bit?
So typical when there's two ways to play the double. You catch it right in the between the two options.
Nose, and it'll still be in,
almost
but
like
just to be cautious.
let's play to stick it, and then
Miss that.
if we're slightly off, we'll make the double.
You got it, Sarah.
You can really hold it with sweeping.
Well, that's when you get the run back.
Throw in normal?
Normal weight.
I think these teams are so good, Sander, that they do not call shots based on the miss. They do talk often about tolerance and pro side of shots, which would be where you might be better off one than the other.
Whoa. No. Okay.
Tends to run a bit straight when you get really far out here. I'm just going to chip that redstone out, so only the one left in play. Switzerland now will be playing for the blank.
Ist gut, ist endlich mal rein.
Noch warten.
Ist das fein?
Ja,
10,5. Gut.
Nase?
Ja. Ja, ist gut.
You know, this might be a situation where it's worth freezing down to that stone.
Ist gut, super Länge. Ist auf der gleichen Linie.
Putze, Esther!
Ist gut, ich mache es gut.
Well, taking no risk here.
Schön.
Hit that on the nose.
Das ist geil. Das kannst du nur noch mit Humor
Oh. This is where Lynn would be like, USA. All right, Sarah.
Okay, I'll actually throw normal.
Was that a last one a bit down?
I think it might have caught some frost out there.
Yeah, it
but-
felt really frosty.
Yeah.
All right. If it's the same throw's good.
That two.
Yep. Gotta go.
Hard.
So USA is calling this
Hard to
right
it.
from
Hard to
release.
it. All the way. Yep.
Ollie, come on.
Okay.
Well, through that first one,
Good sweep.
a bit wider, where it might have been running a bit straight, and maybe a little correction on the second one, and then you find some curl.
Different spot.
Yeah, made the adjustment.
You're good. It's like took too much ice here, then too little.
Yeah, Sarah's going to call the game for us.
See Alina Pets already out of the hack. Don't want to waste any time because they're just throwing this one through, just like in the very first end of the game. For the blank, they'll retain last on advantage. And the score will remain the same, and Switzerland up 3-2 on USA. And now it'll be interesting to see how the teams play this one out in this set. Fighting for pole position.
They'll probably blank. I think they'll try and blank that. Do we try? I think we go tight, right?
I think so too, like the delayed corner thing's kind of cool. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Line's good. 2, lots of rotation. 3. Line's good. Maybe you. Curling now, guys.
Leave it.
5, 6. Hey. Good spot.
There we see the score, 3-2. All those Swiss fans in the back. There's an American flag there on the right as well. They clearly, there wasn't room for them in the middle of the Swiss pack. They must have come here early and saved seats.
The U.S. fans were 5 minutes late and off to the side, but those young women out there playing know that the fans are there and that the people at home are cheering them on and supporting them. You know, this kind of conservative play from Switzerland, I am starting to wonder if Switzerland is deciding not to take the game in hand, that they might not let it slip away.
Well, two very different openings here, right? Sixth end, USA comes into the rings. Switzerland throws the corner guard. And now in the seventh, the opposite. USA throws the guard, Switzerland comes into the rings. What's the thinking here?
Switzerland is going to go for that easy setup on the score of 2 again. They would be just fine if they blanked this end and retain the hammer. With that overthrow from Monica Walker there, Switzerland's got a great opportunity to put the corner guard up. But instead they're going to come around center, beat USA there.
Lenge kort. Känner knågång fyndig. Här är Stiline.
Lenge kort. Nej, lenge kort.
Stiline.
Corner 4.
Stiline. Spread ned.
Corner 4.
Stiline.
Switzerland would love for this to come to rest. Just top 4, half buried. Great weight management. As we take a look at Russia, Latvia. Elena Kovalena the skip from Russia. Throwing a draw with her last stone. Out wide at the side of the ice. Sometimes a tough weight management spot. Got to get around that Latvian stone in the top of the 12-foot. Needs a bit of the 8-foot. Wonderfully managed. Russia takes 2 and increases their lead to 3. Russia 6, Latvia 3 after 6 ends of play.
Smyr sneller!
Nee, vind ik nou goed. Daar is goed breit. Linie is breit.
Sneller is wow.
Wow.
Smyr sneller!
Ja, ik klein mee.
Aber nicht viel.
Linie goed goed.
Yep. Oh.
Wow. Ik ga niet 2 keer weniger, nee. Wat? Niet 2 keer weniger. Ik vind dat de eerste helft te veel.
Kind of weight? Control. Control.
Now going back for USA, the missed shot by Monica Walker. And the simple execution by Switzerland. USA is going to need a really good shot to get out of this end. A hit and roll here would be ideal.
That's good. Good call, Sarah. Nice shot.
It's great that USA rolled close to the Swiss stone. It might set up a double.
Tommy.
Control weight called for here for Switzerland. Hit and roll would be ideal. Is the shooter going to hang around, or can Sarah get that out of the rings? She gets it all the way out with a power sweep and that back 6 feet of the house.
I think we just, I love it. Yeah, they go right on top. We go right on top of them. Control. I think we gotta throw it harder if we're getting a roll that far. Control's fine. What kind of weight? Control? Control. Okay. Can I get just a little bit less? I'm sorry.
This is the spot that's right by that break point. Sometimes it can run really straight here. Other times you can get a ton of curl.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard. 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 Come on. Hard. Yes. Hard. Yeah. Boys can go crazy. Whoa. Yes.
A fantastic shot. That sweep by Taylor Anderson, maybe one of the best of the week.
So Vicky Persinger asking for less size, thinking, I'd rather take less size, have Taylor hold it for me than to take too much ice and don't give it a chance.
Yeah, you take the sweepers out of the shot. And also just helping Sarah make the right choices. She has not been setting the ice all week. So she's shouldering a lot, adding your input, adding value from Vicky to the skip is a great way to get the most production as possible from your shots.
They haven't played with Vicky Persinger all week, so she might throw it a bit differently. Maybe knows her throws better than the other girls, as we see a big mistake from Silvana Tirinzoni. Actually takes that in. Now that's fully buried back of the 4.
Yeah.
First real mistake we've seen from Tirinzoni in this game.
Yeah, and this goes back to my point earlier. If Switzerland doesn't go grab this game with their experience, with all of the knowledge they have, USA is happy to take it.
That was a question that I've asked sometimes with Tirenzoni, a little too conservative sometimes. Thought Alina Pets coming into the lineup would maybe spice things up a bit, but I agreed. It doesn't seem like they're grabbing the opportunities or applying enough pressure on USA. See the rock lock again here, 14-9. That probably needs a little bit of sweeping to get there.
Sorry.
Does enter the top of the 12 foot. Position time for the Swiss.
I didn't want to leave it out.
You open it up, or
I think it curls better off
do you
this
draw?
wall than I agree. I didn't want to hang it, you know?
Yeah, I liked whatever turn you wanted.
What'd you get for a long?
4-8.
Met halve en veel val die 3. Is goed.
Halve is goed.
Clearing thing.
Switzerland still seeing the angles that can get them out of this end. There is a run double takeout available. If nothing else, you open up the center line.
Ja. Hard! Whoa, shooter!
Oh, wow. Stuffs both of the yellow stones, doesn't get rid of anything. It does change the look along center line a bit.
So I had you right here.
Yeah.
I think that'll be good. So I think it's still a little stiff
Looking
here.
like a force
so,
here
yeah.
at best
Why
for
the 20
the
on
Swiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like wrapping around. We're switching from forcing on and stealing with this shot.
Yeah, I like this. I think even if you're short, as long as we tuck a piece under, that's fine. And then
Yeah,
you're going
that's
to do the
okay.
same thing on your next one, too.
So the speed's a little slower, maybe?
Yeah, Vicky threw pretty light.
Okay.
So,
I think it's like 2 feet slower at least.
yeah.
And I think if USA has a chance to steal, they need to take it.
Takes forever to curl here.
Yeah, we'll be patient.
Okay.
It's all there. I want to
Nice.
wait as long
It's
as
good.
possible on this.
Top 4.
Mine's a little tight.
Top 8. Top 8.
mine's good.
Mine's good.
Mine's good.
We're good.
Just here. Look.
2 8 almost. 6,
Post for
7.
line. Post
Top
for line.
button. Top button.
No, don't touch it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wrap it around here.
Stop. Okay.
Great. Nice
It's
shot.
right on the top of the button.
Good job.
Trouble for Switzerland.
We're good.
Yeah.
Good call.
Nice shot.
Good job.
4-1.
Switzerland now conceding that they're not going to score more than 1. Although there is a chance they could get 3 stones moving and roll the shooter under the corner guard there. It's slim, but
At this point, I think Alina Pets will be quite happy to just have an easy shot for the single. Big weight here. Will run that yellow back. Really needs to make contact with those stones in the forfeit. But they're not going to. Not even the one on the back 12. And look at those yellows. They are pretty close to that button, leaving very little room to score for the Swiss. And now a chance to throw a guard.
and I think you want this in the rings. You want it top 12, top 8 foot.
Just has to be center line here. I like fighting top 12.
3
I like it.
missed shots in a row from the Swiss back end. Tirenzoni to
Couple feet less.
Yeah.
miss
Came up kind of
the US
fire.
counter altogether, and actually
Cross-side
ticked it in
three.
behind the guard. Then stuffed the slash double. Alina Pets not able to run back and make contact here. So that's going to leave her a tough one, at least if Sarah Anderson can put this
Really? To it.
Yeah.
guard
Do it.
anywhere
Don't
good.
touch it.
It's more about line here than anything.
Oh, there.
They're saying
T-line.
more weight, T-line.
I think it's in
Oh,
his fast path.
this
too.
can be a let-off.
Do we want to bring it back?
I think we
This
just
could
let
be
it
a
stop.
let-off
Let it
for
stop.
Alina Pets.
Tapping
Where
it.
does
No,
this
no,
one
no.
go?
We're just going to give her a bigger pocket, yeah. Just let it stop.
Stop right beside it.
It's not bad.
Well,
Sorry, guys. It's kind of tough.
it might not be too bad.
I didn't think we want to roll it, you know?
Yeah, I think the adrenaline of the moment got the better of Sarah. Just what an opportunity.
14. Oh, more.
I don't see an easy shot to score here. As that ended up, we're happy that it ended up side by side and not overlapping.
Mein Triple wäre ideal, aber ich habe das Gefühl, er rollt da nicht.
Also ich habe das Gefühl, du musst den zuerst probieren.
Need
Gut, dann
to tread carefully here.
Ich hätte jetzt da
Yeah,
den Licht
Switzerland keeps talking about if they throw
Und du wirst nachher den
weight.
vielleicht nur ein bisschen rausstoßen.
Es ist ziemlich
that their
fest
shooter
drüber.
could spin
hätte
on
so
the top.
eingespielt.
So schnell mit
Ich glaube, wenn
Could
einfach
you
voll die
ignore
rechte
the
Hand
so
reinschießt,
still on
dann
the
ist
top of the button?
Wenn wir
Maybe
einfach den Doppel machen, dann berührst du den auch.
play
oder?
the
Ja.
Dann geht der so,
outside
wenn wir
double,
schnell
just
kommen,
try and
dann ist
keep the
innen
shooter
gefordert,
for
dass
second
dann-
shot.
Ja,
I'd
darum
count
ich
the
hätte
back
so
one.
8 gespielt.
Yeah, that's kind of
Ich
thin.
sehe es 8.
Okay, gut.
But
Looked easier from the hack.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway,
yeah.
8, 8,5.
Ja.
8, 8,5 so. Ja. Ein 8, 8,5 so.
so big weight here. Like 8.5 seconds. Quite a lot of weight. If I heard correctly.
Oh, weg, Esther.
What are they going to get here? And where will the shooter end up?
Achtung!
Need to rattle some yellows. See, get 1, 2, 3. Actually holds the shooter for 1. What an amazing shot by Alina Pets. That was a bit scary for any Swiss fan watching. Was not sure. That was just impeccable. 4-2 the score after 7.
Gut, das ein bisschen abgelenkt. Ja. Warte, jetzt sind wir 2 vor.
Ja, das finde ich recht.
Nein, ist gut.
Lang ist gut.
Schon klein.
Gelb Fell. Hey, lang ist recht gut. Gelb Fell.
Linie kommt gut. Echt sicher Plätze. Nein, ist gut. Schön vorne, 4,
Ja,
hä?
ein bisschen, aber es ist okay. Schön so, schön.
Gut gesehen.
Super.
One pretty incredible shot by Alina Pets to get Switzerland out of major trouble in the 7th end, but Also a mistake by Sarah Anderson there. They had it pretty well set up for a steal.
Yeah, Sarah Anderson got 3 missed shots in a row from the back end of Switzerland.
Biggie's drop.
Just couldn't capitalize on the opportunity. Overthrew a guard a little bit. And it was followed up by that extraordinary shot by Elena Petz. And now USA, with the hammer in the 8th end, is going to have to go pretty hard to score 2 points here.
Me too.
And the head-to-head matchup at lead position, advantage USA.
Bisschen knapp. 3, 12.
12 is goed.
Een 3 wäre okay, wenn er da ist. 3 wäre noch besser.
Spitslinie.
3 ist gut, er ist 3, 12. Länge ist super. Linie muss da sein.
Sicher, Betsy. Wir sind dort.
Länge ist 12, hä? Er ist 12.
Er ist nicht drin.
Oh, super.
Das ist perfekt. Perfekt.
Nice set up here by Barbasat, but maybe bringing that center a bit close to the rings.
Yeah.
You know, the tech shot might
I
come
think it's
from
been
Monica
quite
Walker.
straight.
Mine will move.
As we look on over, China playing Japan.
Yeah.
Ikue Katasawa with last stone.
She's got a takeout here. China's sitting 1 and 2 in the rings. Needs to hold the shooter. It's a wide open shot. She gets it. And Japan gets a 4-2 lead as they head into the 8th end against China.
See Monica Walker looking for the tech shot. Roll in behind the corner. Perfect. What a shot by Walker. And that's why I wonder if you would have considered putting the center guard just a little bit higher up.
Wir werden es wahrscheinlich fast probieren. Das haben wir sonst machen. Finde ich gut, ja?
Sollen wir? Ja, ist gut.
She gives credit to her sweepers. Great sweep. She puts it close.
Ball ist gut.
They call it perfect.
Sonst vorne kannst du wieder dran
Gut, ja.
Wie bitte?
Da habe ich schon ein paar Mal.
Ja, das vorhin eine super Länge gehabt, ja.
Herme. Linie gut. Zieh. Ja. Zieh.
Ja, zieh! Es kommt!
Wow! Wow!
Alina, ja. Gut. Ist.
Schön. Achtung.
Sehr schön.
Talk about super shots. Esther Nunschwander picking that USA stone off the top of the 12-foot and rolling back towards center.
You could hit and roll.
Ist dann noch ein Huren gerade geblieben? Jetzt habe ich wieder gut mal erwischt.
I think the hit's easier. Like,
Okay,
we don't need to
control.
tap it. We've already got stuff back there, right? So. You got this, Tay.
And this head-to-head advantage also in USA's favor.
Yep, 10. Yep.
We talked about keeping that front end part of the lineup the same for USA with the change in the back end as being very valuable.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You like that, right? I mean, actually,
Zijn er
kind
met
of
hem
almost like
in?
going the other way.
Lassen wäre sehr gut. Innen drauf. Feiner.
Ja, finde ich gut.
Tipptopp.
Fine.
Ja. Sollte nicht mega ab, oder?
Nein, ich glaube nicht.
Platz.
Bei Linien laufen sie recht schön gerade.
Okay.
Zack, Zahn auf.
Ah, sorry. Ziehen. 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 Gut, schön.
Right here.
I like the same hit and roll. I don't mind this. Okay, you guys like this? Yeah. Think of hair slow here. Tapping it's okay. Yep. Looks light. Yeah.
Mine's tight.
Taylor
Little
Anderson
light. 5.
being asked to throw the freeze here. USA kind of switching tactics. They tried the hit and roll to get under their corner.
As far as you can bring it, guys.
Now they're basically just pulling the play into the center.
Yep. Just 5. Good sweep, good sweep.
Let's do an all-score here. Finland up 10-3.
Good
Switzerland up 4-2, as we can see. Also Japan up 4-2 on China. Russia is up 6-4 on Latvia.
Ich würde fein spielen, hätte ich jetzt eher gesehen. Macht auch nichts, wenn ich so komme.
Ja, scoring another point on Germany. That team looking
Ja, ein bisschen weniger. Feiner.
almost final. But they play on.
Yeah, I don't think Germany wants to let any experience go here at the Worlds.
Oder dann halt ein bisschen feiner so.
Ja. Ist gut, da hast du. Ja.
We talked about tolerance a bit earlier in the game. I feel like this is a decent example. If you want to miss this one, miss it wide or do you tight?
Yes, yes.
You miss it a little on the wide side.
Make sure you kill the yellow one. And not do that. Proven my point, turns on it. And a second huge mistake by her.
It's very unusual. That's actually 3 shots in a row that she's missed.
That's a pretty huge miss. Like that was the point I was trying to make. You catch it anywhere on the high side there.
To roll right here.
Remove the yellow.
Yeah, but this to roll under.
Yeah. I don't mind a timeout here either.
Okay, well, but what are our options, right?
Well, I don't think you can hit and roll off this because this is just gonna.
I don't think so. I think it would go under it.
Yeah.
It would go under it.
Okay.
I think this would go here, and this would go under.
Or is this stupid?
No, that's an
well,
option
it's just tough. You roll to here and it's terrible.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nose.
You could just try and wrap one, but it's not going to curl.
Yeah.
And if you're ever deep, it's.
We could call a timeout if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time?
Is
so
that there?
right now, I think this is here.
Yeah.
And we don't even need to move this, but like sitting here would be good.
Right.
Right? But you'd have to throw probably firm to get the big enough roll.
And tolerance is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe normal just so that we stick around.
Yeah.
I think you throw peel.
What were you thinking?
She wants firm peel.
Firm.
And then you'd hit to go over the top. I don't
It
think
just
you
like,
can
it's
go
nice
over
to
the
get
top.
over here.
Yeah.
So it blocks that double, of course.
What if you were to go like, nah, you'd be third.
Yeah, it would be fourth
Yeah.
then.
Fourth, rather, yeah.
Timeout. Coach Pete Fenson gets 60 seconds with the team.
You hit the 7 on the nose,
Oh yeah, this?
corner freeze the 4, it's in jail.
Yeah, then they'll hit
fourth,
this
though.
one.
Yeah, where are
Then
they
they-
going? They got to roll under here then, right?
Yeah, because if they stick there, there's a double there.
If you can line it up there.
Do you like that better
than hitting 7 and rolling over?
Well, you can roll over there and corner freeze that,
Yeah.
or make the double.
Yeah.
That's fine too. That's probably better because you're 1 and 2 then, right?
Yeah, I think I like this better.
Okay, go ahead and throw that.
This one.
Yeah. You're not going to kill the 4, but you don't need to. You just roll over there and sit there. That's really steep. She's got to slash it.
Kill?
Or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got this.
You got to open this up a little bit, right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Pete. I like this. Sorry?
What did you make of that discussion?
So basically, these are some setup shots.
All right, Vic.
The girls are worried about their rock that's sitting on the side of the button. There's really no good way to protect it at this point in the end. A lot of good can
Maybe
come
just a
from
little more.
this call.
You want more?
Hitting and
Nose is
sitting
great.
on the corner of the red one. Basically, it'll be difficult to get out. It might provide you at some point access underneath the
No, you're
corner
right.
guard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just gotta keep the shooter.
I do think USA needs to be third count if at all possible. Sitting fourth makes me a little worried for them. But they will be able to play a double.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And this looks very hot. That is a ton of weight.
Good. Okay.
Does get the double, but Loses the shooter. Maybe wanted that one a bit too much, Vicky Persinger.
Yeah, I think talking about not only what shot the coach wants, but how USA should play it, if you've ever got the time. And the head-to-head matchup at thirds in favor of USA's rookie third, Vicky Persinger.
Ja. Ja. 2 und 7 und 2. Immer. Nein. 10,5.
Staffi! Hey, Butze!
Knapp. Bisschen knapp.
Oh, warte, Butze!
11. Linie ist
Butze,
gut.
Tia!
Wow.
Tia! Wow!
11.
Butze, Tia!
Genau 11. Gut.
Sehr schön.
Schön. Gut, Silvana. Gut.
Can I say something? You guys like to freeze it off? Just like in this double. Right? You guys like this or no? I don't mind the freeze. Yeah, I like the freeze just really, I mean, it really shrinks our scoring area, right? We just gotta score. Okay. Or do you?
What weight does she pull?
Turn. I think out turn, out turn.
You're just throwing easy peel? Firm? Yeah.
Another appeal, caught too thin by Persinger.
Yeah, looking for that double.
Ja. Was hast du das Gefühl wegen der Länge?
Ha?
Was hast du das Gefühl, die Länge?
Gleiche Höhe.
Okay. Ist gerade T-Line, oder?
Als er noch im 8-Fuß liegt, sind nicht in der Corner gehabt.
Ist gerade T-Line, oder?
Ja, genau.
Ich würde dir immer noch einen 90 geben.
Das ist okay. 90.
Ja. 85, 90 so. Machen wir gut. Ja.
Ja. T-Line, 90.
Finger gut.
Gut. Ich bin eher schnell.
Alles dort. Finger gut. Jetzt gut, braucht er noch einen. Länge gut, alles dort. Er braucht noch einen.
Linie ist sehr gut. Linie ist super.
Immer noch gut.
So Switzerland trying to split the rings here.
Tief. Bisschen mehr.
They're willing to give up the score
Super.
of a single point.
Genau, tief. Gut. Gut.
Go for the roll, right? Yeah, just the roll.
Cool.
USA still has a chance to score 2 here, but it involves making a pretty tough shot and a gutsy one. But Sarah's going to play the hit and roll as opposed to the freeze.
Just roll over.
On the center.
Yeah, you got it.
And the head-to-head comparison tells you how Switzerland's got the lead right there. Alina Petz having an awesome game at 88%.
You can do it, Sarah.
And Sarah down below 70%.
Tight up. Yeah, tight. Gotta go. Hard. Hard. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it. Hard. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
And a half shot there.
Okay,
Sarah hits and rolls out.
Nice weight. Yeah. Nice
good.
soft.
No, you're good.
China plays Japan, and Japan is up by 2.
Weight was good.
Lying shot stone here.
Nice soft. It's a little easier.
Yeah, Japan may be lying 1 and 2. Some pressure on Wang Rui in the 8th end.
谢谢。下路可以打，现在。
precision draw is needed for Team China to pull within one. It's a staggered port that she's working through. And doesn't make it. Hits on the high side, wrecks wide, doesn't curl enough. Steal of 2 for Japan, and a commanding 4-point lead after they've played 8 ends.
Now Pets and Switzerland looking to split the rings again. Line 2. No need to put it too far wide here though for the Swiss. They're going to put it pretty much the other side of the forefoot. Maybe have Sarah Anderson question if she wants to hit or draw, but with that one ending up fully in the forefoot, I'm sure the hit will be the call. They're even hoping to curl a bit more there.
Yeah, I think the hit is definitely the call. Sarah just threw down this path. She knows exactly where to set the ice and execute it.
Yep, control. We got this. Let's do it. Easy.
Lasto and 8th end, down by 2. Needs to make this one for the single, stay within reach.
Okay, looks way out there. Yeah.
This one's hanging. Will it curl enough for Sarah Anderson? Alina Pets tries to sweep it.
Nice try.
It does roll just an inch too far. Persinger points at the red. It's a steal for Switzerland. And they will lead it 5-2 after 8 ends of play. 2 ends remain.
Sorry guys. No, it's a lot of pressure.
USA need to step up their game and step it up fast.
Okay. Do you guys like 2 corners? Or do it, let's get the first one nice and tight.
Gut, immer noch. Jetzt kannst du ihn vielleicht fertig machen. Ja, kannst. Ja. Gut.
Come off the center line.
And we get our first steal of the game. Fortunate for USA. Sarah Anderson so close to scoring the single, just rolled an inch too far. And the Swiss take a 3-point lead heading into this 9th end. Is this when you throw the kitchen sink at it?
Oh, you've got to.
Needs to curl a bit.
Go all in.
Yeah, you've got to have your foot on the gas pedal here.
good. Good job.
Everything you can to score. And if you get a half shot or a missed shot at the right opportunity,
Putzt ein bisschen.
Die Leine wirklich schnell. Tief, vorne 4.
Putzt sicher, ist hinten 8. Hinten 8. Hinten 4.
Hinten 4.
Ja, hinten 4 ist ja nur noch T-Line. T-Line.
Nimm ein bisschen. Gut. Ich habe gleich einen Split gehabt.
And here we go. Germany, Finland, that game is over. No surprise, Finland picking up the win there. Seemed pretty solid this afternoon. 10-4 final score. That puts Germany's very slim playoff hopes to bed.
It's a lot of rotation again. 1. Line's good. 1. Line's good. Looks good.
For Finland, they pick up a third win. Finishing with a very respectable 2 wins, 9 losses performance here this week. Lots of experienced experience gained for Una Kausta and team.
Nicht so ideal jetzt im Moment. Nein, geht wäre nicht, aber ist das gescheit? Ich glaube schon.
double corner guards.
Wenn wir überhaupt
Corner
einen
guards are
dritten.
up for
Thanks,
USA.
Okay.
They've stacked them on one side, trying to make the peel as difficult as possible.
Gut. Hast du? Läuft immer noch gleich wie immer. Was ist das, etwa 90? Dann sind vorne 12. Bis 4-0. Okay.
Ich finde ihn eher kurz.
Ich finde ihn super.
Länge ist recht gut. Ja, ich finde ihn gut.
3, 12. Ich finde ihn gut. Das können wir sie ausdrücken bis 8 Fuß. Da bremst du jetzt dann noch ein bisschen.
Er ist recht gut, er ist gleich hoch wie der Rock. Er putzt den Rock ein bisschen.
8. Zieh ihn ein bisschen Meli für die Linie. Nicht fest. Zieh ihn Meli.
Komm noch ein bisschen.
Okay, sorry. Schnell.
Gute Länge jetzt.
Okay. Ist gut so. Are you watching here or here?
Long way.
I mean, or you
Back
just have
line to hack.
flop right in
A light
front.
hack.
Got to roll a long way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Hit it thin.
Okay. I'll make sure I'm hack.
Now USA is bringing down the weights on their hit and rolls here. They're looking to save the shooter, make sure the thrown stone stays in the rings.
Coming down. Coming down. Yep.
Yes. Hard. Hard. Yep. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard.
The challenge with that down weight is that it's very difficult to roll a great distance.
Good sweet.
Good.
Gut.
Aber geht das überhaupt?
I mean, that was boring.
Ja, ja, das geht.
Ja. Das geht gut. Ich finde es aber Minimum. Ja. Da hast du.
Schneller!
Ein bisschen mehr ist gut. Wow.
Länge ist super.
Wow. Er ist gerade... Meli ist immer rein.
Zu wenig.
Zieh ihn, Meli.
Ja, nehmen wir es. Komm, nehmen wir noch.
Das ist gut,
Okay,
oder nicht?
gut.
Was ist Siri? Ich wusste, ob ich so oder so machen soll. Das sollte recht gut sein, oder?
Hack. Hack. Board. Hack.
I threw board last time. I think you got to throw board to get all the way over there.
Okay. Board then.
Someone's got something
That's what I threw
stuck
last
in her eye, maybe? That can be pretty annoying.
Yeah. It looked like Elena Petz was trying to get her eye out.
11. Close. 11. Yep.
Go here.
Yep. Whoa. 11.
What wouldn't you do for a teammate?
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
There's nothing
Almost control.
you wouldn't do for a teammate.
See the final score: Finland beating Germany. Also Japan up 6-2 on China. Russia up 7-4 on Latvia.
Ja. Sie wird nachher einen Hit and Roll probieren, weißt du? Ja, eben, aber wenn entweder da, Timeout nehmen. Timeout nehmen. Timeout. Wenn der Guard wegnimmt, dann kommt sie vielleicht da, oder? Oder Captain ganz leicht, das wäre nicht so gut. Ja. Weil jetzt im Moment die Guard ist ein Weg für den. Selber einen Guard spielen ist nicht gut, he?
Das habe ich auch mal noch gedacht, ja. Ich finde das auch fast am besten. Ich will
sicher,
gar nicht ins Haus.
Dann macht sie nachher den da.
Ich habe das Gefühl, wir müssen einfach, dass sie nicht nach innen rollen kann, oder?
Ja, aber nein, weißt, wir dürfen auch nicht zu viel offen lassen, sonst hebt sie auf das Mal Mühe.
Ja.
Der ist wichtiger, finde ich, zum Abdecken.
Der zum Beispiel freisen mit dieser Garde. Gerade noch knapp wahrscheinlich, oder?
Ich denke, nein, ich denke mit einer 4-Länge oder so kann sie auch nicht. Kann sie nicht.
Ich fände, ich weiß nicht, ob ich einen Guard besser fände.
Ich will, glaube Guard gerade vorne dran.
Wenn macht sie...
Dann ist
also
sie
wenn es Edge ist, dann ist gut. Aber dann macht sie den eventuell. Und dann müssen wir einfach nochmal garten.
Ich denke, wenn wir da sind, weißt du, kann sie kann zwar hinter der rollen, aber ich denke nicht, dass sie den weiten
Guard
Roll
wegnehmen ist
anbringt.
nicht gut, he?
Ich glaube, das gibt ihr mehr Chance.
Ja,
wieder.
weil der
Meinst du?
Also ich glaube, wenn man...
Ja, sag.
Wenn man die Garde wegnimmt, dann tut sie noch nicht so tappen.
Ein bisschen tappen, genau. Oder macht noch einmal den Weg hinter die Garde.
Ja, aber
Dann
dann
bräuchtest du zuerst einen. Ich würde auch einen vorne ins Haus hineinspielen. Ja.
Ich würde glaube nur gehen. Ja, da einfach nach, oder?
Was macht sie nachher?
Sie wird wahrscheinlich
Sie
den
wird
spielen.
den versuchen, wenn sie Platz hat. Und sonst weiss ich auch nicht, was sie macht. Den Doppel
Ja, dann würde ich einfach eine neue Garde, dass sie nicht irgendwie noch dran freezen
Ja.
oder so.
Okay, wenn er 12 ist, ist auch
Das ist
okay.
eine
Ja,
neue
finde ich
Garde,
auch gut.
12 ist okay.
Einfach
Ja.
gerade den Centerline kratzen.
Ja, genau.
Ja,
Weisser ist auch okay,
Finde ich
oder?
gut.
Ja, Weisser ist
Ja, genau.
Beisser
Max
ist auch
aber
okay.
okay.
Besser wäre da, ja.
Ist gut, ja.
Dort ist
So kommt
perfekt.
sie dann auch nicht mehr dran.
Da.
Ja.
Ist gut.
Macht sicher, dass er näher ist.
Ja.
Switzerland leading in the scoreboard. They've got command in the field of play. They use their timeout there, have the alternate, Marissa Winkelhausen, come out and kind of go through
Also das 3, es
their
läuft immer noch
options
gleich hier.
to keep that control.
Ja.
With a lead like this, you don't want to be throwing guards, but based on the way these rocks are positioned, you almost have to.
Mitte.
Carla, den genug.
3 Länge gut.
Linie ist auch gut. Carla, den genug, immer noch.
3.
Ja, Esther
Nein,
nehmen.
braucht ein klein.
Ja, Esther nehmen.
Kann ich auch.
Ja, Esther, nein, nehmen einen gescheiten nicht, Meli. Wo ist er?
2, 3.
Oh,
Meli, du.
oh, oh,
2.
oh.
Stoppt jetzt gerade.
Oh.
Gut.
Hey.
Nicht weit gekommen. Ich habe 90 gehabt. Ich habe 3 Minuten 33 gehabt.
Talking about rolling under.
Or you hit it right back and just tap
Straight
these
back.
back. Okay.
Just hit it straight back and just chip that one to the back gate.
Yeah, let's just move this one back.
It's gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I like that. What kind of weight?
10-5 maybe?
Yeah,
Control. Okay.
She said control?
Yeah. Pretty down. Pretty down. Close. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Oof. Okay.
11-5.
Stone jumps on USA right at the end. Sweepers were right off. Might have missed the line
Just
call
down,
by
they just
just
lost
a
it.
hair.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to overthrow it. No, you threw it good. We didn't communicate how down it was.
Oder wir machen da zu. Hä? Wir machen da zu. Da kann sie ja schon so kommen. Aber sie rollt da raus nachher. Wenn wir diese Seite zumachen, sie kann ja schon auf den, aber rollt mit dem Shooter nachher raus. Also, wie ist einfacher? Was machen wir da?
Ich würde glaube auch.
Ja.
Hier. Bist du gut von dieser Seite?
Ja.
Okay. 2, 3.
Wasserlänge vors Haus.
Ja. Wasserlänge fürs Haus. Okay. Sorry.
Ich bin nicht sicher, ob das der richtige ist. Aber yes. Danach mit die Mitte zu. Aber die Blitze muss ihn zuerst bewegen, zweimal weg.
Ja.
Throwing another guard.
Da ist Max Mitte. Da ist er
gut. Nur Länge. Linie ist gut, Gerle, dann ist gut. Nein, Linie ist gut, hä? Gut, Gerle.
Länge ist okay. Länge ist gut. Länge ist gut.
Linie ist super.
Wir sind dort. Ein bisschen mehr als der.
Oh, in dem Fall
aufs Bankzeichen.
Nein.
Nicht ganz.
Stopp,
Gleiche Höhe wie der Rot.
Stopp da. Gut so. Schön.
Gut. Schön Stein.
We'll see that Russia has picked up a win on Latvia. Good news for Russia. Already qualifying, but another win might help.
More top 4.
Their ranking.
The guard's not bad.
And that's pretty dominant performance out there today.
Just backline. Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's going to curl enough. Sorry? I'm just wondering if it's going to curl enough. It's okay if you get the guard. Okay.
Moving on over to China,
What
Japan
Backline.
down 4. Need a couple of points here, Wang Rui.
Yeah, China is going to throw the double takeout. It's for 2 points. Japan is sitting shot stone and second count as well.
Art! Art! Art!
It's 1 and 2. What a beautiful shot by Wang Rui, and 2 points for China. That brings them 1 step closer, but Japan will lead at 6-4 with last stone as we see Vicky Persinger coming around, making a nice tap here. 2 yellows in the house.
That's an absolutely incredible shot. A backward staggered port coming through.
It came way down too, right? It did. It caught the curl and like stopped. Got 80 on it.
Tight to the outside corner guard, tight to the center guard. And perfect weight to tap this stone just out of scoring position.
Also 14 oder was gibst du? Ja.
2.
Ja. Zwei. Länge sehr gut. 2 bis 3.
Nie.
3.
Nie.
Wir sind 3.
Meli?
Ich habe das Gefühl, wir mischen
Linie
mit der
ist nicht so
Karte
schlecht,
auf.
hä?
Ganz
Meli?
finden wir. Wow. Ich glaube, er ist recht gut.
Ja, ist gut.
Kannst du noch
Gut.
Gut.
Switzerland throws the guard,
Gut.
trying to block as much access as possible.
What happens if we throw like a double heel?
Like a run double.
Where? Oh, wait, this one? I meant like this, right?
Well, we rip those.
Yeah.
She just rips that.
The 7, you mean?
The 7. Yep.
Yeah.
Then
And
there's you can't.
You don't think we can do that?
I don't think
Do we ever throw the double? That's what we're talking about, right? So if we peel the guards,
They just for sure get that out.
she gets this out.
Yeah.
Do we ever? We try to do this for 2.
Well, that'll be your last. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I just don't think the angle's there. I think this will spin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It would
Yeah.
spin up, but it has a lot of house to spin up to.
Yeah.
So what else are you thinking?
Either that or this angle, but that's more of a last shot kind of thing.
Yeah. What if we...
I don't want to open this up because that just gives her that double, right?
Yeah.
So we either rip those, let her
Rip that.
do that.
Yeah, it's rip that or
It might
tap
jam.
this.
I don't mind going
We
for
tap
this.
this.
I don't mind going for this. I mean, we need points here, right?
Yeah.
Do we ever play this and then if you catch the guard, that's okay?
Then
I
you're
like
just
that
opening
one
up the draw path for her.
I think let's do this.
Okay. Just tap.
Yeah, I think we need close to hack though, because it's gonna be slow up there.
We've gotta
we
score
hit
two
an angle.
here.
Yeah. Tap her right here.
Yep.
How much of that rock does she have?
Half or thin
I'm gonna
half?
hit her right here. So.
Yep.
So attack. I think this. Like that ice?
Yeah. She's got
Maybe even a
almost
hair
3/4, like
Okay.
2/3.
Let's make it.
Yeah.
What's the plan here?
I think USA is going to try
You've
and
got a
straight
good
tap
chunk of that rock.
that stone on the
yeah.
corner.
You can throw hack.
Okay, where do you need to hit it?
Need to hit like that much. So that's like a third.
Solid hack, I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Even board's okay.
There might be a hair.
Yeah.
Tap this yellow one onto their own yellow and then to red, or directly on the reds? Or if you're happy with both?
I think both would be good. Getting rid of one of the reds,
Solid.
ideal at this point.
No.
Hack? No, it's gotta go.
Hack be enough though.
Yep, this is the spot on the ice. That
on it.
straight
Sweeping it by
spot.
so we'll have it on the...
If you catch it, you just don't get the curl.
I like that weight, Sarah. That's good.
Yeah, just didn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really straight on those 12.
Geht am besten ein bisschen beide abdecken, wäre ideal, oder? Auf der, da. Ja. Ja.
Looks like
Muss ja nur
Switzerland
ein
might
Eis
throw the
sein.
guard and take that same shot away from the
Ich glaube, das
US.
ist ihn da, der abdeckt.
Einer ist der gefährlich. Ja. Esther, wo muss der genau hin?
Ein Eis.
Einfach über die Hochline da.
Einfach ein Eis ist gut. Tiri schaut schon wegen der Richtung. Genug weit raus, oder? Vor allem.
Ja. Was hast du das Gefühl wegen der Länge, Meli, da? Ich glaube, es läuft hier ganz normal. Kannst du gleich...
So the goal here is for Switzerland to increase the difficulty facing US.
Yep.
Not allow them to have that same shot for a second time.
Oh, die Linie ist nicht gut noch.
Zwei.
Du bist dran. Zieh, zieh!
Also Esther
Esther,
oder ich?
zieh!
Wer?
Nein, Tester! Wow, wow, nein, jetzt du! Du! Ist! Ist! Noch ein bisschen. Okay.
Okay.
Quite take it away, maybe. Not sure if they can see.
Also der Vorder ist nicht verändert.
Yeah, rock still.
Ist gut.
I think it's still there.
For how many?
Same thing. I just need to really tighten up the ice.
Okay.
Is
Slash
that
it
one
in.
their guard lineup? Anything?
No,
for
it goes over the top.
Tough to get both the reds out of the forfeit.
Yeah, this is a tough angle to get both the
Can't
reds
see a lot
out.
of it, but
Yeah. I like that weight you threw last time.
Maybe just didn't quite believe how straight this line was on the first one, Sarah Anderson. Have to believe
Little
here.
less.
Last rock 9-10,
yes, easy
trailing by
back line.
3.
Yes.
Desperately needs
Hard.
to score.
Hard.
Not as wide on this one. Big sweep from Persinger. Walker. Hold it past the top guards. No, they're on them.
Good weight.
And it's a steal, or sorry, a score of 1
Yeah, it was nice.
for USA, but is 1 enough? You might have to ask yourself.
Tough one.
Switzerland, they will
Okay,
be up
2 centers.
by 2.
Weight was really nice.
5-3 to score
Yeah.
with 1 end to play.
Okay.
Tough shot.
Ja, wir sind 2 voraus, einfach die Mitte. Also, ich will nicht einmal Softball probieren, glaube ich. Einfach durchspielen, oder was?
Und dann clearing. Ja,
Was
entweder also
willst du
zweimal auf die
vorne?
offene Seite. Oder kannst auch einen
Was wir
hinterher
müssen ja
spielen.
wir müssen ja keine schreiben.
Alle, lass mich alle. Alle, lass mich alle.
Nice. Mine's a little tight. It's all there. 2.
Can you sleep a bit farther?
Right here, guys. It's curling.
Whoa.
It's good. Line's good.
Good.
It's nice.
Good spot.
Nice job.
Switzerland playing USA here at the LGT World Women's Curling Championship 2019. They're trailing by 2 and have a bigger hill to climb than you can find anywhere in Denmark, really.
Yeah, it's Swiss Alps that they are looking to climb.
Ich würde zuerst schon mal schnell schauen.
You set it up, Sander.
Stop op rem.
We'll send it home.
Mach het maar goed.
The steel is definitely a tough ask. Stealing 2, even more so. And again, Melanie Barbazat putting that stone, bisecting the center line in the middle of the 8-foot on the top side of the house. Super shot. Just choking off the access to the 4-foot.
2.5, 3. Through.
USA has got to ignore
Mine will be
it.
good. Keep going. Yep.
Put the double center guards up.
Hard. Go. Come on, guys. Hard. Yep. Great sweep. Good job.
It really came down. Yeah, I thought it was a lot further. Yeah, 407. Doesn't make sense.
And this one is a throw through.
You know the speed here. Same as that 410 that you threw here before. You like it?
Yeah, top 8.
Little light. Line's good. Yep. Vicky. Hard. Yes. On the top one. Whoa. Okay.
What'd you get on that one? Oh, 3. It's just incredibly, yeah. You gotta get it there with your legs. I should have told her.
Okay.
I was like,
Echt niet te blijven hangen.
Is het halve?
It's my fault. It's just a lot slower there.
Daar is Esther.
Oh, nee. Oh,
De voorder.
oh. Goed zo.
Goed, stipt op.
Gut, so ist es.
We gotta get going.
Eine nach dem
Yep.
anderen.
Same thing.
Okay, I'll throw a lot more. 12 feet more.
All there. Yep.
Yep, mine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really.
Hard.
Yep.
I'm getting a look on the time clock. USA
Good seat, guys.
a bit
We're
short
kinda
in time.
down on time a
They've
little.
kind of gone to a bit of a hurry up type of energy.
Try to
Okay.
get through yours.
Oder welcher?
Nur der in die Mitte
Nur
nehmen.
der, ja, ist auch gut.
Einfach, wo wir 2 vor sind.
Ja, das ist gut. Ist gut. Gut.
Gut. Nein.
Gut.
Nein.
Gut. Schön, Esther.
Gut so.
You've got it.
Pretty good at.
Oh, it's late.
Pretty close.
No, where's like it's 3?
Tons of room.
Do you ever
Three.
consider throwing
Okay,
around
three's
the
fine,
redstone
guys.
instead of
Three.
freezing it?
Yeah, and it would create some more space. Drop back 8 all the way around.
Yep. Go, 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 go.
Force Switzerland to maybe hit their own stone
sweep.
out of play.
Good sweeping.
I like where that stone ended up, the center guard.
Besser, oder? Sie geht nachher so hindern, aber Ja. ist Du okay. kannst nachher aufmachen, ja.
But you've got to have space for 2 stones, as well hidden as possible.
Gut.
Good. Schön zum Ball.
Basta.
Switzerland feeling like the stone next to Alina Pess's broom could be causing them some trouble later on. Trying to remove all the hiding places for the US.
Tipptopp.
Yeah, they get the single peel, which opens up that side of the forefoot should they need it.
Pretty good game for someone who just got put into the lineup right before the game.
Cold off the bench, going into the lineup for Team USA under some difficult circumstances. Vicky's played a great game. We're looking for a draw here. She's close. She buy both of them. Just rubs the Swiss stone in the 8-foot. That shows you the power of that shot from Melanie Barbazot. That great draw forces a really, really tough draws for USA.
Gut. Nou, gleich vorne.
Switzerland will not trying anything too complicated here. They're just going to peel that center guard.
Yeah, they've got 3 stones left. They're up by 2 points. The math is very much in their favor. And if they get this right, so will the angles be.
Actually ends up overcurling, gets a double. Not sure if that was intended, but definitely something Switzerland can be happy about.
Right around. Yeah. Vicky just threw like a 4. A
I did
positive
95.
4. Yeah, 95.
Nose freeze.
Just on the top one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You like going under it? Back
like
8?
I like the freeze. It's good.
Japan
Okay, it looks pretty
has
slow.
beaten China
Yeah.
6-4, and China. Yeah, showing some poor form of late.
Nice.
To
They
it.
have
Close. Reach close.
Fine, fine.
Got a lot of room here.
bad stop at 7
We
wins.
go around. Might be past it. Go then. Hard line then. T-line.
5 straight to start off the week.
Wait only. Yeah, line. Yep, T-line. Hard. Go. Go.
And that's
Good
awesome
job there,
draw
guys. Good job.
from the stand-in skip, Sarah Anderson.
Nice, Sarah.
Great sweep. Line call from Vicky.
Ja.
Plenty of time. Good work, guys.
Ja, halt die besser legen. Aber weißt, wenn wir vorne aufmachen, ist auch okay. Also ich komme schnell 3/4 treffen.
Ja.
Nase ist auch okay.
Ja. Ist gut.
Very schnell. Oh. Immer meine ist einfach schwierig. Gut. Okay. Gut.
One's it passed.
And there is life yet for USA.
Good. Yeah. Okay, right? Yep.
Yeah, put the second one
Top
in the
12?
rings.
Yeah, I like it.
Hope for a miracle.
Well, we have to make sure it's in, so I'm not going to be like.
Last game out there this afternoon.
Same weight.
Yeah, just clean.
Line's good. It's all there.
Want to just Christmas tree it a little? Yep.
Whoa.
On its own.
Just
On its
here.
own. On its own.
Sit. Okay. Good.
Okay. Nice.
That's all you can do, really.
Yeah, force Alina Pets to make something here.
Solid.
See them cleaning the path. Making sure there's no debris to interfere with this last stone for Alina Pets. All she needs to do is remove one of these yellows. Switzerland picks up win on USA here. Green lights on the rock. Looks like they're onto something here. Neuenschwander keeping it clean. And we'll remove one yellow. It's the 1 point for USA, but that's not enough. Switzerland will be victorious here. 5-4 win. Important game for the Swiss. As we see Jamie Sinclair a little bit defeated on the bench after that fall earlier today, injury, not able to lead her team against Switzerland this afternoon. It's been disappointing, and of course disappointing for the rest of the team that they weren't able to win this game for her. That wraps up the 19th session of the round robin. Means there's one left this evening at 7 o'clock local time here in Silkeborg, Denmark. Seventh end, Sarah Anderson, her guard slipping just a bit too deep into the rings. Alina Petz with a chance, but a tough one to score. Actually ends up moving all the yellows and sits for the single. Fantastic shot by the Swiss fourth player. In the 8th end, Sarah Anderson forced to take a 1. This one just hanging a bit wide and rolls just 1 inch too far. That's a steal of 1 for Switzerland. In the 9th end, USA chasing. Flying 1.
Little less.
Looking to
Just easy back line. Yep.
get in for maybe a second point, but over curls Rex on the guard.
Good weight.
Never able to promote that yellow corner.
Yeah, it was nice.
Scores a 1. And into the final end, Alina Petz runs USA out of stones. It's a win for Switzerland. Those are all the games that were played in this session 19. Finland with a really strong win over Germany. China losing to Japan 4-6. Russia also beating Latvia 9-4. So those are the standings as it lies. It looks like Sweden, Russia, Korea, Switzerland, and China all qualified. It's only 1 spot left to play for. You see Japan, USA, Canada is in the race. Germany, Scotland, Denmark, Finland, and Latvia make out the rest of the standings. We have skip of Switzerland, Silvana Tirensoni.
Silvana, congratulations on qualifying for the playoffs. What does this mean for your team?
I think a lot. I mean, the goal was like, the first goal is always to qualify for the playoffs. That goal is reached now, and now we look further. So as it looks like, we have to play this qualification game tomorrow morning, and I hope we can just keep performing like we did the last few games.
Okay. And with that, what do you expect from the ice conditions in that qualification game tomorrow?
Well, the ice conditions have been very, very well. Like, I've actually very consistent. So I really, really hope that's going to be the same. Usually it doesn't curl as much the further the week goes. So I just hope he can keep it the way it was all week.
Is there any opponent that you're looking forward to facing?
No, I just hope that we are going to face Sweden at one point. That would mean that we are going to win that qualification game tomorrow. And yeah, but otherwise I don't really care which team. Yeah.
Great, and congratulations again. Good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Switzerland wins, they're in the playoffs. So are a bunch of other good teams. There's still a bit more to play for. 1 spot is left. One session of the round robin remains this evening, 7 o'clock local time here, Central European time. And of course then we have playoff games on the weekend. Qualification games, semi-finals, medal games. Stay tuned for a lot more here from Silkeborg, Denmark.